It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, that wide, 80. I don't think you got it, sir.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait, that 53! You're up.
Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league. And we're at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. And Brady will sneak it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now you got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And all the way down to the 26. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
This is Ingram on first. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. It's a foot race. 30. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, it's Ingram. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Throwing is Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Flushed out right. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Draw play, Ingram now. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Dancing to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Guy. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On third down, Jackson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it. This is Michelle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Brady towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Throwing is Brady on third down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Brady now on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Lacoste over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check line 54. Line 54. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Jim. Twist. Out.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Check 9. Check 9. At the 5-yard line. Check 24. Check 24. No.
Ingram again. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jackson forced out to his left.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now to throw again. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Rush in. Match box. Right.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run here with Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now Jackson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. We don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Back to throw, Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Wait 20. All day, dog.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case